Hi everyone, it's Sally from the Piggy Room here with a video on my new DIY cages. As some of you may know, we are moving shortly and there's no way I could take the old cages. They're just too big and I would have had to dismantle them completely to move them and then set them up again, and there's just no way I could do that and move everything else as well all on one day. So I needed new cages that were smaller but also were easier to move, and this is what I've come up with. That's the first one with 3 levels. Dylan's in the top one, and then the 3 girls have the bottom 2, and there's a bit of space underneath for some storage on the floor. Minnie and Poppy are in this one. I'll stand back a bit so you can hopefully see that a bit better. And then the bottom shelf is currently used for storage, but I have got plans to change that. They are made with industrial warehouse shelving, I think that's the correct term. You can also find them for garage shelving, and they're pretty easy to find on the internet. That's the 2 I got. Storylex light industrial shelving bays, and the sizes you can see there, that's in millimeters. The 600 depth, that's about 2 foot deep. They do make these wider, but they wouldn't then go through doors, so I needed something that could be assembled and then moved rather than assembled there, so I had to go for the narrower ones. I think they got the price wrong because they charged me just $85 for the 2, but the next day they'd gone up to double that, so I think they charged me for the price of 1, but they did honour it, so that's very good of them, and I got quite a bargain. The shelving units are very easy to put together. There's lots of videos on YouTube showing you how to do it. Basically make sure you get the height of the cages right at this stage, because once you do the next stage they're very difficult to take apart. So we just assembled a shelving unit like that. They have MDF or chipboard wooden shelves, how well you can see that, and then a metal frame. The first thing we did was a block of wood between the front and the back uprights, and then screwed that on and fixed casters on the bottom, which makes them really easy to move. We've got 4 sets of those on the 4 corners, 4 ends rather, and they're very light and easy to pull out to clean them out or move them into a new house as we are doing. I'll come over here because the light is better. Next thing I did was these shower or wet room panels. I don't know how well the colour is actually showing up. They are white with these little sparkles which catch the light and look quite pretty. They are made from some sort of plastic and are completely waterproof, and there are no edges or anything for the guinea pigs to chew, so they are pretty guinea pig proof. They are tongue and groove, which basically is like a plank of wood if you've seen tongue and groove wood. I'll come over here and show you the back. And this is one panel from there to there, and each end has a tongue on one side and a groove on the other. So this has got the groove and the tongue just slots into that, so they're very easy to put together. You just cut them, measure them, cut them to size, and then we screwed them onto the metal shelving. So that's why you've got to get the height of your shelves right before you do this, or you have to redo it like we did. So I've got that on one side and the back. It's not yellow, it's just really the light in here is atrocious this morning, so sorry about that. The second side, because I've got 3 pigs on their own, I've just put some CNC grids cable tied on so that they can still see and sniff and hear the pig next to them. If I only had 1 cage, I would have put the shower panels on that side as well. And I've also got shower panels on the bottom, the base. How well you can see that. I glued that onto the shelf rather than screwing it to keep it so flat, and so there were no screws anywhere near the guinea pigs. And then that is sealed. It's reflecting, so I don't know how well you can see that. There's all hay in here as well, sorry. That is sealed with aquarium sealant all the way around. And that's basically the main shape of the cage. In the front we have pieces of perspex which we had cut to size before it was shipped to us. It's about 10 inches high, I think, which is enough to stop the guinea pigs coming out, but easy enough to reach over the top. We've slotted those into these things which are called U profile. We got them in B&Q. I have no idea what they're actually designed for, but it's basically, as you can see, just a square U shape in solid plastic, which we have screwed on again onto the metal shelf. One strip right along the base of the cage, and then a shorter strip up the sides, and then I'll show you in this one the perspex slots in and out very easily. If you need to remove it to clean them, I find I can clean them without taking it out, but it's also good that I can take them out if need be. On the top of that, just for a bit of, well, to give it a bit more strength, because we've got quite thin perspex, so it's a bit wobbly, and also to protect the guinea pigs from any sharp edges on the perspex. We did have the perspex ground on the edges, but it still felt quite sharp, so we've put this chrome trim, which I got on eBay. I think it's for cars, I think, some sort of trim on cars. I just bought 3 metre roll of it, cut it off at the 1500 centimetre height, whatever it is, millimetres, sorry. Cut it off the length of the perspex basically, and then slid it on. It's not easy to get on. I couldn't do it, my husband did it, but once it's on, it stays on, and it gives a nice finish, I think. Plus also makes it a bit safer and more stable. I can't speak today. Sorry Dylan, he doesn't know why I'm wandering around holding the camera in his face. Right, next, because the girls have got 2 levels, I needed a ramp, so that bottom cage or shelf is a lot nearer to the second shelf than the second shelf is to the third shelf, if you see what I mean, because I needed a shorter ramp distance so that if they did fall off it wouldn't hurt them or anything. So we cut a hole in the MDF and then put this wood, 2 pieces of wood around it, which I've painted with pig safe paint, and then when we put the shower panels on the floor, obviously we didn't cover that hole. There is a wooden ramp which you can't see very well, try down here, which we've attached with hinges on the underside of it onto the base of the shelf, so it will lift up so you can get the vet beds out and what have you. And then on that there is a piece of industrial strength velcro stuck, which then I've got pieces of vet bed cut to shape, and then they've got velcro on the back so I can stick those on and remove them to wash them. The water bottles are stuck on the side of the cages on the panel. It's just basically a straight piece of wood with another one coming off at right angles. And then if I can just swap hands with the camera, sorry about this. The water bottle just fits in. There's 2 different size holes there, a bigger hole at the top and a smaller hole at the bottom. The bigger hole is the size of the red bit that goes around the water bottle, and then the smaller hole stops it falling all the way through, so it's very easy to slot it in, and then the hole is deep enough that it will hold them upright. So I was really pleased with that design that we came up with. It's very simple, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's very easy to take the water bottles out to change their water. One last thing, after we move, I am going to increase the living area that the 3 girls have got because of the hole for the ramp. Quite a bit of their top cage is taken up with that, so I wanted to give them more space. So after we've moved, I'm going to raise the level of this bottom shelf up to the same level as that one, and then put some shower panels on the base, and on the sides. It's already got it on the back, and then the U profile on the perspex, so that they can then have the run of all this bottom, which would be 10 foot long, so it would be really great for them. I can't do it till we move because I need to be able to separate the cages, but after we've moved I'll just put a bit of coroplast or something to make a bridge between the two cages, which is easy to move, so I can still pull the cages out to clean them. So hopefully they will have a lot more space soon. Just got to wait till we move. Right, well that's it. I'll just give you a last overview of the cages. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will put the links to everything I got in the description bar so you can have a look yourselves. I'm quite pleased with the way they've come out really, and I do like the sparkle panels. I don't know how well you can see it. They are shining away in the background there. Those do come in different colours. I got white sparkle, they also do purple sparkle and black sparkle, but then you can get a variety of other things as well. There are lots of marble ones or plain ones, and basically anything really that you would normally find on tiles in the bathroom, but it's a lot easier to use than tiles, easier to put on, and it's lightweight and waterproof and guinea pig safe. Okay then, well that's it. Thanks for watching and bye for now.